Quick talk about the elements earth, air, fire, and water, real quick. All elements are needed in order to create a balance. Not one is above the rest. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to put it like this. The fire element basically is literally for any and all those who have knowledge and logic, like real knowledge, real logic. And if you observe and you think, when you look at a hot air balloon, what do you see? What makes that hot air balloon raise into the air or go up to the sky? Hot air. So using logic here, the fire element basically is hot air. Okay? And when you think of hot air, you think of the galaxy and all that is created within the universe. Hot gas, hot gases, and several elements that make up those hot gases, also known as hot air, right? So when we think of hot air, we think of all the elements that make up the hot air, hot gases. And there's different, many different gases that make up hot air. But we're not going to get into the elemental table that y'all learned in 7th grade. We're just going to keep it simple here. Okay? So again, getting back to the fire element. The fire element literally is hot gas. Okay? Earth would not be created if it were not for the hot gases, hence the fire element. And for all those who are into astrology, I at one point in time was into astrology. I'm still a little bit. I kind of like Vedic astrology, but I like the Western world astrology too. Side note, hot gases, when formulated, becomes Earth. Earth is created through the gases, the little particles, if you think about it. The original air sign, the original air sign out of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is Libra. Libra consists of hot air. Gemini and Aquarius are air signs that are air when it is cooled down from becoming so hot and pressurized. Now, getting back to the fire signs. I heard someone say, like, I heard someone mention how fire needs earth. And that's not necessarily true. All the elements need each other. But it's like saying what came first, the chicken or the egg. Okay? Fire came first, not earth. See, when you think earth comes first, that's because you think of 3D, baby. When you think about the universe and all things created, all things came out of hot gases. See, for those who, like me, that were at one point in time pregnant in their life, you will understand the ways of the universe. The universe is always pregnant. It is always effortlessly giving birth. Now, if you think of it as in terms of a pregnant woman, when a pregnant woman gives birth, what is she? Anybody know? Show of hands. She's always gaseous. And whenever she's gaseous, her belly is hot because it's formulating gases in order to what? create the embryo so the embryo can grow. So something can grow and be stabilized through what? Hot air, hot fire. I'm going to let that marinate. See, because when you think of the universe giving birth, what do you think makes up those colors in the universe? Those different swirls or hues of orange, red, yellow that you see. Those are gases. Same way you can see the sun. And the sun is what? Fire. It's gas. It's air. Hot. It's fire. Hot. Air. See the way I see it. When you think of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Fire signs. Or in terms of the fire element and all its purity, it's really, logically speaking, hot air. It's hot gases. This is also why Libra is opposite Aries in the zodiac. Libra is the original hot air. So to say really technically that Earth, to say technically that fire needs Earth, LOL, Lamau. Yes, both elements need each other along with the other elements to create that balance. But to literally just say off the back how fire needs Earth, Earth is actually created by fire. Because if you were like me growing up and you were one of those kids that played in the dirt in your backyard, digging up the snails and checking for ants. Oh, I did it all. I was a tomboy. You played in the dirt, and I mean really played in the dirt at a young age. And you lifted up the dirt. You sifted the dirt through your hands. Or you were ever in the backyard with your mother, your grandmother, your auntie, if ever any of you had a backyard like I did growing up. And even then, if you ever planted anything in the dirt, sift through the dirt. Look how loose it is. It's not coarse. It's pretty much loose. It's particles. Those particles are created through hot air. It's dust. It's like stardust. Okay? How's the stardust created? Those particles created through hot air. So to mistakenly say that fire needs earth, that remains yet to be seen, baby. It doesn't. Fire is good on its own, but it does need all the other elements, and all the elements do need fire. Because without fire, everything freezes, like the planet Pluto over there. Although they're trying to say it's not a planet, it really actually is. It's a dwarf planet. And the reason why Pluto's a dwarf planet, sidebar, is because it doesn't get heat from the sun. Therefore, it's not activated to grow. Fire activates as well. And as far as grounding element or stabilizing element, Earth can stabilize, but the foundation is metal on this planet. The foundation of this planet, along with many other planets throughout many other galaxies, because there's more than one, there's billions of galaxies out there. There's metal. Let's not forget that element. Metal is the element as well. But getting back to this, because I find it funny. Fire needs earth. Child, please. At some point in time, yes, fire does. Fire needs stabilization. That's where earth comes in. Otherwise, if fire is not stabilized, this entire planet Earth be another sun. I'm going to let that marinate so y'all learn. So just for y'all to think about it, go back and check your element tables. See what components make up fire, which is also hot gases. Gases is air. With that being said, I'm going to let y'all go.